Allow us to introduce ourselves, raise those beers. We're spitting about Shakespeare, Elizabethan playwright, keeping his lines tight. He wrote many plays back in his days, but we're talking about a prince who was led astray. His name is Hamlet, taught in England. He came back to a distraught kingdom. Dad dead, no crown on his head. Uncle stomping around in what should have been his. Mother doesn't care, running fingers through his hair. It's Hamlet's throne, but Claudius won't share. Stalking around the halls, late one night, comes dear old dad to give him a fright. Could he be a demon, critics thought, or just looking for a murderer to be caught? The ghost tells Hamlet Claudius is to blame, and caught on this, Hamlet goes insane. Stumbling into Ophelia's room, grabbing hold of her arm, makes her swoon. Hearing this, Claudius plots and plans, trying to get Hamlet under his command. Here come RNG into play, Hamlet's friends, but looking to betray. When it comes to this plan, Polonius is a fan.
Speaking of spying, he is your man.
Now things unfold, this and that, and we skip to Act 5 where shit got whacked.
What happens is everyone ends up dead, but whose hand is better left unsaid?
If Hamlet had been king for good or bad,
maybe high tragedy wouldn't have been so sad.
Now this brings us to the main point of our rap. If Hamlet was king, things would have been whacked.
Hold on, allow me to digress. If Hamlet was king, he would have been the best. He was never given the opportunity to prove his mighty ruling ability. His attitude may not be affable, but Hamlet a bad king? Damn, that's laughable.
He was never given the chance for a reason, because in the end he commits high treason. He got too caught up in his selfish ways to lead his kingdom to better days, taking advice from a ghostly being, and his lack of caution is obscene.
His plan may have been unsound, but his father's killer wears the crown, and he's laying in his mother's bed. No wonder Hamlet wants her dead. She is an incestuous whore, and Hamlet can't take anymore.
Terrible as that may be, Hamlet lost control of his misery. He just sat around being indecisive while Claudius plans to send him to an island. Claudius wants him out of Denmark, convinced he would make a poor monarch. With this assumption he is on point as a monarch, Hamlet would disappoint.
Keep your assumptions in mind. Claudius is only covering his behind. What he wants is Hamlet dead, but Hamlet doesn't lose his head. Guildenstern and Rosencrantz come into play. The clever Hamlet sends them on their way. Coming to your rash assumptions, you must have a lot of gumption.
My assumptions aren't rash, they are just. In the king's advisor, Hamlet doesn't trust. He can't rule a kingdom without his peers. If Hamlet was an artist, he would have cut off his own ear. His behavior isn't constructive at all, so take that with all of your gall.
Here you mean heir, as an heir to the throne. All you can do is bitch and moan.
Nah, bitching and moaning is Hamlet's thing, Exhibit Z of why he would be a bad king.
You may think you caught me off guard, and your lyrics I must applaud, but as king, Hamlet laid our fears to rest. Appointed foreign Bros King was a success. It's Claudius' fault everyone is dead. Despite appearances, Hamlet never lost his head. He's keen, smart, kid's got heart. Confronted with his challenges, his best outlook is stark.
I raise my white flag and call a truce. Both of these arguments have valid truths.
Right, let's stop, but as an aside, right?
It's up to you to decide.